received, in fact, almost all the delegations who attended Davos lined up in terms of requests to meet the Zimbabwean delegation. We were not able to see all the requests which these delegations made, but to some extent we did meet the most important delegations which we felt it was necessary for Zimbabwe to relate. All the delegations who met us congratulated Zimbabwe for the peaceful transition that has happened to this country. It's a huge lesson to them. Most of the countries, heads of state, heads of organizations would want to come and have the feel of the atmosphere and environment in Zimbabwe. They are so surprised as to how we were able to resolve our own internal issues. They really understood, was I briefed them that in terms of our constitution, every 5 years we hold our general elections, and our next general elections will be due this year, second term of this year, and we are going to fulfill that constitutional requirement. I had, I think, 30 or 40 minutes interview with the BBC, and I had really a broad interview with them, not only in relation to the transition, but also in relation to broad issues like the Commonwealth, the issues of relations between us and Britain. I'm aware that the current British Prime Minister, Theresa May, is sending an envoy during the course of the first week of February. So most of the issues will be ironed out at that meeting. The same, we were well received as the new kid on the block. But fortunately, Zimbabwe becomes number 53 because George Weah was inaugurated after me, so he's number 54. So I'm also senior to George Weah. But that aside, almost every single delegation on the continent, heads of state, heads of institutions, we had the opportunity to discuss and invite them to Zimbabwe and to say Zimbabwe is open for business. I'm not so sure whether our people in Ethiopia are so many. If you think about the number of Ethiopian people in the diaspora, in America and in Europe, there are millions. The group I addressed in Addis Ababa from Zimbabwe was a smallish group of persons, but they were very enthusiastic about coming home and making a contribution. Most of them are professionals, not business people, but professionals. And we did invite them and say, come home, you will find a way to fit yourselves in the unfolding growth of our economy, unfolding enthusiasm for modernizing our economy and the industrialization of our country. Yes, the head of state who chairs that committee is General Buhari of Nigeria. The summit congratulated him for the position he has taken in Nigeria, but I don't know how much effective it is. And another leader was Kenya, then Zimbabwe. We were made explicit that we have zero tolerance on corruption, and they congratulated us on that issue, and that they believe that the people of Zimbabwe, once they take position, they actually implement their decisions.